Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today and welcome to the webinar today, which is focused around what's new in Herdwatch. So my name is Eoin Moloney, I'm Head of Member Experience here at Herdwatch. I'm also delighted to be joined today by Gearoid Kenny. Gearoid's one of our product owners here at Herdwatch too, and he's been, very heavily involved in a lot of the new benefits and features that we're going to show you over the next 30 minutes or so. So thanks for joining us today, Gearoid. How are you getting on?
I'm not too bad, Owen. Hello everyone who's joined us today. I think it's nearly a year ago since the last time I was involved with one of these with yourself, Owen. So it's good to get involved and give everyone a bit of feedback on what we've worked on over the last 6 months or so.
Yeah, thanks, Gearoid. You're back to the day job now. I presume you have all the silage done at this stage.
Not all done yet. There are a few 90 bales done there yesterday evening, but there's still a bit more to do, and hopefully if the weather comes we might get a bit of hay saved.
Nice one. Thanks, Gearoid. So look, we're going to be hearing more from Gearoid over the next 30 minutes or so. He's going to showcase some of the new features, the benefits and value that we've added in to Herdwatch over the last 6 months or so. As always, if you do have any questions you'd like to ask Gearoid or myself throughout the webinar, just use the chat area. You can pop in your questions and queries. We have Mervyn helping out as well, so he's going to try and answer some questions during the webinar, but we are going to leave a couple of minutes at the end to cover as many questions and queries that come in. So feel free to pop in and we'll try and answer as many as we can towards the end. So we'd just like to start off I suppose for anybody that's maybe, attending their first webinar, or if you're relatively new to Herdwatch and you'd like to know maybe what is it that we do and what can it help you with. So Herdwatch is just a simple solution. It allows you to reduce your farm paperwork, but it also helps you to make better decisions on your farm. You're going to see a lot more around how Herdwatch can help make those better decisions over the next half an hour or so. I suppose with Herdwatch, it's all about allowing you to spend less time on your paperwork, gives you back time to do other things that maybe you feel are more important on the farm, like as in farm jobs, or even just spending time with the family. So you can see yourself no more even spent in paperwork. It allows you to record events as they happen on the spot. And I suppose most importantly, everything that you do record in Herdwatch is securely safe and backed up for you. You can access it anytime, anywhere, and you're covered then for the likes of your audits and inspections. I suppose since we launched over 7 years ago, we've always been innovating and continuing to bring more value and new features into our app, particularly in the last 18 months with the launch of Herdwatch Next Gen. You can see it there on the screen yourself, some of the milestones that we've reached over the last 7 years. But even in the last year or so, there's been a huge addition into the app. And as I said a minute ago, Gearoid is going to help us showcase a lot of those new features and benefits. So if you're ever not sure of what's going on the Herdwatch app or what we work on or what have we recently done, we do have a What's New page on our website that you can visit at any time to see what we've been up to. So I might just pop over to the website just for a second, just to show everybody where you can go. So if you head over to the Herdwatch website, you can see that at the top there's a little blog option here. So if you pop in here, there's always a What's New area in the blog section, and if you just click in there, you'll see what we're up to at the moment. So you can kind of see our latest release there in June, which covers all the new features and benefits that are there. So that's something you can check out, and you'll see exactly what we've been up to. Right, so I suppose we're going to get going, Gearoid, and kind of help people or show people what we've been up to. So the first thing we're going to discuss is our new performance area in the app. So I suppose the best way to describe the new performance area, it's a dedicated area for beef and dairy farmers that's going to give you a lot of insights, including weight records and newly added some milk records and milk performance. So you'll be able to see your latest milk recording results inside in the Herdwatch app within this area. You can review your herd average performance. You can also select individual cows to see how they're performing. You'll have a whole herd basis or an individual cow basis. And that's going to help you to identify, what animals are performing best and worst very, very quickly and easily. And based on that, you're going to be able to make better decisions. So it's also going to support your drying off decisions. And you can also look back at previous recordings for your milk records too. Anything you want to add in here, Gearoid, on the performance? I know you're going to demo it in a couple of minutes, but I suppose in terms of the value that it's bringing for farmers.
Yeah, no, I think you hit the nail on the head there, Eoin. I suppose this performance section has been added to the home screen, and the idea behind this section is that all your kind of insights when it comes to the output or the key elements to your farm, whether you're dairy or beef, will be shown within the performance section. And on top of that, instead of just giving you the records for each animal, which all your information comes from, we'll be hoping to kind of give a high level insight on that specific area. So I know when we'll go through the milk module, we can touch a bit on it there, difference between your per cow milk averages and being displayed at, but as well as a herd average level. And I suppose that's just the start of this performance module, the milk stuff for the dairy farmers. But we will be hoping to build on this in the future by adding a bit more insights around the weight records that are already on Herdwatch. We'll be hoping to build it out to bring in stuff like your milk tank recordings, just for an example, even your output per cow, whether it's through milk or whether it's through the calves you sell if you're a beef or suckler farmer, or even down the line your sales and everything like that. The idea would be all in this new performance module.
Okay, thanks, Gearoid. So we are going to spend a couple of minutes demoing and actually showing you how it works in maybe 5 or so minutes. So just keep an eye out for that as well. Picture records. This is something relatively new as well that we've added into Next Gen over the last couple of months. So we know every farmer has their favorite animal or favorite cow. So with this new update, it's going to allow you to actually add an image of that animal to the animal's profile screen. You can see it there on the slide on the right hand side. We've just popped in a picture of an animal's profile with the image added, and very soon you're going to have the ability to obviously share that information with other farmers or friends of yours directly. But there's huge value in that as well. You can have the pictures of your animals, but if you're adding general jobs or tasks, Gearoid will show you more as well on his demo. The new picture records allows you to add in, say, a picture of your invoices or your receipts, which is going to help you for your quality assurance records. If there's something on the farm, your handling facilities or your crush, you can take a picture of that as well and save it on the app, and any farm inputs or your water quality is all there. So that's something that I know, Gearoid, you have something ready to show everybody as part of the demo, but is there anything you'd like to add just on the picture records?
Yeah, look, I suppose we've only started adding these into certain tasks, but as you gave the example there, it's very handy. You mightn't have time to record something as much detail as you want. More often than not, you might have an invoice, a receipt, a prescription that has all the information on it. So the beauty with this is now you can just snap that, take a picture of that, get it into Herdwatch, and you have it there in the one place. So then if you wanted to look back on it, when say you're updating a record with more detail or just for information, say down the line, that information there in an easy to read format, very easy to input. Like I suppose our motto here, like just keep it as simple as possible, and there's nothing simpler than taking a picture. And even as you said there, you might have a pet cow at home, or there might be a cow that nearly pinned you after a calf, and take a picture of her. So you know which one you want to call, or for instance, I know there's a lot of lads chasing roan cattle there now, so what would look nicer on the Herdwatch profile, but a nice roan cattle there to match our animal profile on Herdwatch. Like there's all different benefits to it there.
Thanks, Gearoid. So just moving on to the next new area that we've added. So just a quick overview of our pre-audit check service. So this is part of our complete plan. I suppose here at Herdwatch we have some trained experts which are here to help you best prepare for your farm quality assurance audit. It's something we've been doing for about 18 months now, but we have that's been primarily in Ireland, but now we have this service available to all our UK and Northern Irish farmers as well. So the idea with our pre-audit check is it's all about helping you to best prepare and remove the stress and headaches around your quality assurance inspections and audits, or your farm assurance inspections. So we're going to be able to remind you when your next inspection is. Our trained expert is going to be in touch with you, is going to have a call with you and basically go through everything that you've recorded, first of all in Herdwatch, to give you recommendations and advice. Also trying to pick out if there's gaps, say for instance in your medicines or your treatment records, or even in your feed purchases if maybe there's some batch numbers missing or some missing withdrawals. So they'll be able to review that with you and help you to make sure that everything is in order. And also just generally running your reports, looking through your herd register and movements as well. So if that's something that you struggle with, is getting ready for your inspections and audits, or you'd like some help, if you're interested in hearing a little bit more, just reach out. You can use the message center in the app to drop us a message, and we'd love to give you a call to explain it in more detail. So just let us know if it's something you'd like to do. All the schemes are covered. So obviously in Ireland, we're covering Board BIA, Farm Quality Assurance, but in the UK now we are covering Red Tractor, QMS in Scotland, Fall in Wales, and Farm Quality Assurance schemes in Northern Ireland as well.
Yeah, so on that pre-audit check, say if my audit there next month, one of the guys, you can schedule a call and they can kind of talk me through the records I have in there and just make sure I'm on the right track, is it?
Yeah, exactly, Gearoid. And look, I suppose the idea with it as well, it's not just about everything you've recorded in Herdwatch. It's helping you to prepare for all the other checks and things that are going to happen within the inspection outside of your paperwork. So everything that you do on farm, be it safety issues or handling facilities, our trained expert is going to give you as much advice as they humanly can to make sure that all aspects of your farm is ready, and that you're just going to make your audit and inspection as stress-free as possible.
Very good.
Thanks, Gearoid. Verified by Herdwatch. This is something that we launched this year as well in conjunction with Done Deal. We've actually just recently launched it in Northern Ireland as well. It had just been working in Ireland up to about a month or so ago, but it's available for our Northern Irish farmers as well. So I suppose the idea with our partnership with Done Deal here is that it's a new decision support tool. It's allowing you to share information that you have on your animals in Herdwatch as part of your ad on Done Deal when you're buying or selling animals. So you can see information such as the age, the breed, how many movements or residencies are on an animal, weight records, and other information can be shared as part of your Done Deal ad. Now, Gearoid is going to show you how to actually create a verified ad. It's so simple and so easy to do. And then you can obviously create your ad on Done Deal off the back of that. But there's huge amount of value in doing this. If you're constantly buying or selling animals, you're going to get a lot more value out of the ads that you do place on Done Deal. Or if you are looking at trying to buy animals on Done Deal, if you see an ad that's been verified by Herdwatch, you can trust that the information on that ad is as it says on the tin. So anything there, Gearoid? I know yourself at home, you've bought and sold animals even this year and used the verified ads, but I think you found them very, very handy.
Yeah, no, like for instance there, say as when we're buying in calves, if it's verified by Herdwatch, you can know that the number of residencies and stuff like that is correct. So like you're not going to be buying an animal which you think there's one residency on, and then turns out when they're in your herd there's 3 other previous residency counts on her, which may rule you out for different quality assurance schemes. But even ourselves at home may buy in a few calves there in the springtime, and if you see this verified by Herdwatch, like you know straight away all the breeds and everything like that is there that stands behind the animal, but you also get a sense of their age. And as well as that, because you often see ads in Done Deal, calf is 5 to 6 weeks old, you give them a call and the calf only turns out to be a week or 10 days old. But even the security around, this farmer's using Herdwatch, that they're probably more likely to keep on top of their records, they're following the best practices, just kind of gives you that extra sense of security when you are thinking of going buying cattle. And then even from the seller's perspective, like if you're selling animals there in the springtime or autumn or whenever it may be, like you can get all the details will flow automatically down from Herdwatch onto Done Deal. So you'll just create your verified ad task on the app, which I'll go through shortly. And once you're creating your ad in Done Deal, you'll just pop in this code, and then all the details of the animals come in, the breed, weight, residencies, all that information will flow down automatically for you. And your ad then will get that verified by Herdwatch stamp on the Done Deal website. So a bit like the green light for cars, when a buyer sees that, it's going to add that bit more security. It's going to make your ad that bit more popular, and you might get an extra few calls interested in it. So just kind of adds to the whole value of the animal you're selling.
Thanks, Gearoid. Yeah, and look, like Gearoid said a second ago as well, we are about to pop into an actual demo. Gearoid will show you how quick and easy it is to actually create these verified ads as well. So on top of the value, it's just so easy to do as well. So I do think if you're happy enough, Gearoid, or if you're ready, I know you have some stuff ready with the demo. So if you'd like to maybe open up the actual Herdwatch app, and we'll talk people through and show them how, the likes of performance and everything else works.
Yeah, so I'll fire it up there now. So you can see it on your screen there, Eoin, can you?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, so I suppose as the first thing we covered in the slides there was this whole new performance section, and it's the first area I'll touch on within this demo. So first and foremost, you may see that weights is now gone from the top right-hand corner here, and it's been replaced by a performance tile. And as discussed earlier, this is where all your kind of performance information lives. So for instance, your weights, and the new section we've added in, which is for your milk recordings. So as you can see here, I have weights and milk recordings, and hopefully over the next few releases, we'll be adding more and more insights into this area to give you more detailed information on your farm. But as milk recordings is one of the newest features we have on there, I'll jump straight in here, and you'll see we have this broken into two tiles. So you have your herd average page and your per cow page. So if I go into my herd average page, my last milk recording was done on the 8th of April. So if I click on here, apply, show results, it gives me all the information of the cows milk recorded on that date. So I can see within the milk recording on the 8th of April, there was 173 cows tested. The average days them cows are in milk was 70. I can see my average milk yield, protein, fat, solids, lactose. And as well as that, then I can see the average SCC for them cows on that date. And basically that gives me a quick insight into how my cows performed on that milk recording date. As well as that, down here in the bottom right hand corner, it's a quick indication on how my cow's somatic cell count is. It's kind of a traffic light system we have going here, where if it's below 100, it kind of has a green color. So between 100 to 150, it's kind of an orange color, and then anything above that is kind of red. So it kind of quickly draws your attention to maybe there's a bit of an action here that I have to take part on if it is in that orange or red color. But it just gives you a quick insight as well on how your cows are performing. And as well as that, the first time you go into this list, it'll be always bring you the information from your last milk recording. And say, for instance, you were looking for, say, your yield to date or your 305-day yield, that's all accessible from this page by hitting your search icon in the top right-hand corner. And you can see you have your sort average by, and you have your yield year-to-date 305-day settings. So, for instance, if I want to see my year-to-date and what that was on the 8th of the 4th, show results, and I get my information here, so I can see that's the amount of milk I produced up to that date, the protein, fat, solids breakdown, and everything like that. And as well as this, like, all your information is available for your milk recording. So if you want to check your milk recording from last year, see what your herd average is doing, just to compare the two dates, that's all available here within the search icon. And again, you can just click, all your milk recording dates will pop up, quickly select the date, apply, show results, and voila, I have my information there. So that's just kind of an overall of the herd average page. Then I suppose at a more detailed level, and to see cows and see how they're performing, will be within the per cow tile. And if I click on here, and again, I'll go and get my last milk recording date for my whole herd, which was the 8th of the 4th, apply, show results. It'll bring up a list of every cow that was tested on that date at an individual level. So you can see my list of cows tags here. I can see their lactation, their calving date, each cow's days in milk, their yield on that date, the fat, protein percentage, lactose. I can even see there's each individual cow's somatic cell count. Again, we've used a bit of color coding here, same as you heard average. Cows with low somatic cell count will be given a green figure, while the cows with the higher level will be given a red figure. So this is great information to have there on your phone, that you can quickly see the cows, say, that are producing the most, or a cow that has the highest somatic cell count. You can identify them quickly, and then you can add them into a record, say, if you're treating for mastitis or whatever that may be.
Gearoid, I might just jump in there because there has been a question or two, if that's okay, and it's probably a good idea to maybe just answer them now. But just before we do, if anybody does have any questions around what Gearoid is showing on the new milk module or anything specifically around the app that you'd like us to help you, feel free, like I said, just use the chat area, pop in the questions, and we've only about 5 minutes or so to go. So, try and get your questions in, and myself and Gearoid will certainly try and cover as many as we can. Sorry, Gearoid, the first question that was asked, you've almost covered it already. So, Connor was just asking, is there a way that you can change the actual test dates on the herd average? But I think you walk people through how to do that. But just around filtering and sorting, I know you're discussing the somatic cell count. Is there a way that you can actually filter and sort by one of the areas there, such as somatic cell count, to find, what are the highest somatic cell counts in my cows, or what are the lowest, or by litres or milk solids, etc.?
Exactly, yeah, Owen. Everything on this list can be sliced and diced in any way you want. So, for instance, there, say you just get your milk recording results back. The first thing you want to see is what cows have high somatic cell count. So if I just scroll over here, and you'll see in my somatic cell count, it's just ordered in any way. But if I click on SCC, it will actually sort it from highest to lowest, or lowest to highest. So here I've got all my highest somatic cell counts going downwards. So straight away, I see my problem cows from my last milk recording. And the beauty with this is then you can copy them animals straight into a mastitis task. So for instance there, say you're going to treat every cow that has a somatic cell count over 200 in your last milk recording. When you get your milk recording test, you will bang in here to this list. If you want to get more detail, you can hit your search icon here. And as you can see, all these options are filterable. So you can filter whatever range you want to see. So whether you want to see cows that are producing a certain fat percentage, you can do that straight from the filter. In my case here, say I'm looking for any cows that have a somatic cell count from 200 and above, I can just pop in 200 here, press apply, show results, and that brings me up a list of animals that have a somatic cell count over 200, and I can see there's 22 animals in there. And as we're building out this feature, and it's really in our next release, is that you'll be able to hit your plus button and you'll have your standard copy animals into, and straight away you can copy them 22 animals into a treatment task there. You are treating them for having a high somatic cell count. So that's just one example there, but any of these headers are filterable from highest to lowest by just tapping on the header. As well as that, then you can order these columns in the way you want. So say, for instance, you have a list of your cows and you want to see days of milk here as your number one option. You can just grab days of milk, bring it in over to start, and that's there for you. So all these can be ordered. So if you want to order, say, somatic cell count, fat, yield, and protein together, you can do that. It's up to you. It's fully customizable. So that should give great kind of power to the farmer to dice these lists and whatever they want. And then once you have a list of animals, you're probably going to be doing a job in them animals, both in real life and both needing something to be recorded. So all that can be done straight from there.
Okay, thanks, Gearoid. There was just a question there, like, if, as you can see the tag numbers on the very left-hand side, is there a quick or easy way to, if you notice a cow with high somatic cell count, Gearoid, can you find that cow very quickly within this list?
Exactly, yeah. So say, for instance, this cow, high somatic cell count, I'm going treating her. If you want to drill into that animal, you can just click on the tag number here, and that will bring it straight through to that animal's page. And if you're recording an individual treatment, hit your plus button, select animal, and you can see all your options you can bring that animal into. So it's very, very straightforward. And look, as I say, get in there if you're a dairy farmer, have a play around with it, and you'll see the benefits there of it. But I suppose this is just the first element we'll be bringing into performance, and we'll be hoping to build that out for all types of farmers, whether it's from weights to milk to sales. All that information hopefully will live within the performance section.
All right, thanks, Gearoid. I might just stop you in your tracks there again, Gearoid, just for a second, because there is a couple of questions that have come in. So,
cool.
Similar question from Gavin and from Adam. Thanks for your questions, lads. So Gavin is asking, does the milk recording link to NMR? And Adam is asking about the CIS. So the question, or the answer to your question there, lads, is yes, we do. We link in directly with CIS and NMR. The process of doing each is a little bit different. Myself and Gearoid will try and explain it as best we can. Maybe to just focus on yourself first, or Adam first with CIS. So we do have an integration with CIS. I might just, if you don't mind me taking over for a second, Gearoid. I might just share screen here, because if you just head over to our website, Adam, we have a little help article on how to actually connect your CIS account to Herdwatch if you're based in Northern Ireland or in the UK. So these are the information. That's obviously the information we can draw down from CIS into Herdwatch automatically. The easiest thing to do is you have two options really, Adam. You can give them a call. The phone number is there and everything, and just ask CIS to give Herdwatch access to your data, or there is a permission form as well that you can fill out and email directly to them. Adam, if you click on that CIS permission form button, it will redirect you to the form. You can just fill it in. It's a very easy form to fill in, and you can just pop that over to CIS. And once we get notification from them that they're allowing Herdwatch access, we'll be able to get your milk records and other data brought into Herdwatch. And then, as Gearoid has shown, it'll populate the milk module area with all your milk records. Just going back to Gavin on the NMR, we do link with NMR as well. The process is a little bit different to CIS, Gavin. So what you do need to do there is log into your Herd Companion website and download your most recent milk recording file and send that over to us. Now, if that's something you need some help with, Gavin, just maybe pop in another message there to the chat, or you can use the message center in the app to send us a message, and one of the team will get in touch with you. We'll give you a call, and we'll help you to get those records from Herd Companion down into Herdwatch, no problem. Sorry about that, Gearoid. Yeah, if you want to maybe share your screen again, if there's anything else there that you want to cover. So yeah, come back to me, Gavin or Adam, if there's anything else there you'd like me to cover on just getting those records into Herdwatch. So I just want to stop sharing here. So if you want to share again, Gearoid, you should be able to see Herdwatch.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds there, Ron. Yeah, so I suppose that kind of covers the milk recordings. I suppose to touch on one of the other two things that we did go through in the slides, the first one being the images. So as Eoin said, on each animal, an image can be added to that animal very easily when you're creating it, or you can actually go and add one into an animal that already exists. Just to give you a flavor of what that can give you is, say, for example, here, the stock bull here, I have a grand picture of him here, have him here out with the cows. There you have the information. I know one of our users, as they tag a calf, they'll just take a picture of the calf that's to prove they've tagged, and they've all the information there, and they add in all the details later and register it within a day or two. So just another use case of one of our farmers who's using this feature. As well at home, like I find myself very handy for any time I'm making a note or just recording a general task on the farm, say we're reseeding or anything like that. I might throw in a picture. So if here, for example, if I go into my records here, I have one there, reseeding we did lately. I have just an image there of what we actually put out. So if that seed actually does perform well over the next year or so, I have a record there of it. If I have a field in a similar situation, I can go and buy the same mixture again. Or for instance, if I buy animals or anything like that, or sell animals at the mart, I quickly throw in the invoice there. I have all the information. I can add them into animals later, or even if I need that information at the end of the year, it's there on my phone, all collated into one place, along with the rest of your records, which just makes sense to have it there.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, and I suppose finally, then, on another thing you did touch on within the slides there was the verified ad. And I suppose
but just very quickly, just show everyone how quick and easy it is to just create that verified ad, Gearoid. We're coming up on half an hour now, so we'll try and just squeeze this in for everyone before we drop off.
So very easy. Like if I go into management here, hit my orange plus button, you'll see it's my first option here is a verified ad. And say there's a couple of animals and sell them. So the first thing to do is select what animal type they are, whether it's a bull, calf, cow, whatever. Say I had a few cows there, an extra few cows I'm selling. Click on cow. If you're recording your weights on Herdwatch, you can use your Herdwatch weights, and that will calculate the weight range automatically for you. if you hadn't your cows or your animals weighed, you can just simply select the range here, go to next, and basically you just select your animals that you're selling. So if I go into here to my smart list, for instance, if I go into cows, say that are 24 plus, say these are my first 3 cows I'm selling, hit save. You'll see there's a generate add details. If I click on that, that will create a code for me, and with that code I can input that into Dundee, and all the information of them animals will come across for me. So that's it. On very straightforward. Plus button, verified ad, and you can put in the details that you want.
Perfect. Thanks for that, Gearoid. I just want to go back here to the slides. So we're just about done, everyone. So I do want to thank you all for taking the time to join us. Just one more thing before we do drop off. As always, we are running our Refer a Friend scheme. It's always there in the background for you. You know, it's an opportunity to get rewards and some payback for helping other farmers to get set up with Herdwatch. I suppose, just looking at the last 16 months, it's been a struggle for everybody with everything that's been going on. So I don't know anyone that doesn't deserve, I suppose, a few days away at this stage. So when it comes to our Refer a Friend scheme, we are actually increasing you know, I suppose the benefits that we're given to the referrals at the moment. So there's an opportunity there to enter a draw to win a holiday. It's worth £500 or €500. So it's so easy and so handy to actually get people referred to Herdwatch. You can see the steps there. You just recommend a friend to Herdwatch, and they just need to sign up to our free plan or our pro plan. And once they've done that, you just head over to herdwatch.com/rewards and just tell us who that person was that you referred. And once we've got those details in there, we'll get you into that draw for the holiday. And also there's obviously the normal Herdwatch goodies like jackets and bottles and overalls and everything else, wellies, that you can get sent out to you too. So if you know somebody, a neighbor, a friend of yours that's farming, that's not using Herdwatch, you think it'll work out for them, just get them going, to get them to download the app and set up the free account, and just pop their details in on the rewards page, and we'll get you into that draw. So that's it. So thank you, everybody, as I said a minute ago, for joining us today. Before we go, obviously, part of what we've discussed here is on our newest and latest update. So if you don't see that on your app today, just make sure you have the latest version of the Herdwatch app downloaded. It's so easy to do. Just pop into your Play Store, into your App Store, and if you search for Herdwatch, there'll be an update option there available if you don't have the newest version. Or if you're struggling, or if you're in trouble, you can't get it downloaded, or you need some help, you know, as always, you can use the message center. Just drop us a little message there. We'll get back in touch with you to help you out, or give us a call. The numbers are there as well. Gearoid, thanks a million for your time.
Yeah, and just to add into that, I do believe all these webinars and videos we do are on our YouTube channel. So tune in there. If you do miss something or not sure, you're more likely to find a video that will show you there as well. Yeah,
look, if you're a little bit late joining on today, you'll be emailed a full copy tomorrow as well. So don't be worried if you missed out on a little bit of today's webinar. And as Gearoid said, all our previous webinars, all our tutorial videos and content, you know, if you need some help on recording stuff, is available on our YouTube channel. So if you just go into YouTube and search for Herdwatch, there's loads of stuff in there that can help you out. But as I said, if you need any other help, drop us a message or give us a call. Yeah, thanks a million, Gearoid. Thanks everybody for joining. Just keep your eyes and ears out for our next webinar coming soon. And yeah, take care.
Thanks everyone. Thanks, Eoin.
Thanks.